morning, all of you. So we gave MSET schedule for you, 45-day schedule for mathematics. So some topics we have taken 2 days, 3 days, like that. See, you just follow the schedule and we have to do the problems according to the topics from our material level 1 and level 2. Okay. First of all, you just follow our notebook for mathematics. Okay. First, every page we have to once again we have to revise it and do the problems based on the concepts. Okay. And we also remind you some concepts and topics. Okay. No problem at all. See, you just listen what we explained here. That means it is not possible to explain point to point, problem to problem. But we'll just remind you the concepts, and based on the concepts, we have to do the problems in our material. Okay. See. So first, according to our schedule, first topic is matrices. So matrices is very easiest topic. Okay. So main definitions I will explain in the matrices. So you know addition, how to do addition, how to multiply two matrices, you know very well. Okay. So that's why I won't explain addition or multiplication of the matrix, but I will just remind you the definitions, some important definitions and concepts. Okay. See, matrices. See here, in matrices, you know what is square matrix, what is rectangular matrix, what is column matrix, what is diagonal matrix. Okay. See, addition of the matrix. Just here, based on addition of the matrix, you know very well, that is nothing but you know how to add. But I just remind you that if you want to add two matrices, their order should be same. That is the important point. Next, in the multiplication, if you want to multiply two matrices, multiplication of the matrix. So for suppose if you want to multiply A and B in this order, first matrix is A, second matrix is B. When it is possible means number of columns in the first matrix A is equal to number of rows in the second matrix B, then only it is possible. For suppose the order of A is m by n, order of B is some n by l, then matrix multiplication is possible, and the order of the resulting matrix AB is nothing but m by l. Okay, m by l. See, this is the very important point for the multiplication. Okay. See, some algebraic properties of matrices. Algebraic properties. See here, whenever if you do A plus B, the resulting is equal to B plus A. Both are equal. That is, according to addition, with respect to addition, matrices is commutative. Okay, but whenever you take AB product, it need not be BA. That means with respect to multiplication, matrices is not commutative, but sometimes it may be commutative. Okay, commutative hold, but not always possible. Next one, A plus B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C. That means with respect to addition, it is associative. Similarly, With respect to multiplication also it is associative. Okay. Next one. Next one is, if you take AB is equal to null matrix, product of two matrices A comma A into B, that is equal to null matrix is O, need not be equal, need not be, it is need not be A is equal to null matrix or B is equal to null matrix. That means mostly for the number system, let us consider in number system. If for suppose A is one number, B is one number, this product is equal to 0 means either first number 0 or second number is 0. But here in for the matrices it is not always true. Without A is equal to null matrix or B is equal to null matrix also you may get a null matrix. You know very well. Just I remind you that sometimes it is null matrix also, but always not correct. Okay. Yes, that means AB is equal to null matrix. It doesn't mean A is equal to null matrix or B is equal to null matrix. Next one, very very important. If you take AB is equal to AC, so generally 2A is equal to 2B if you take, that means A is equal to B in the number system. But in the matrices, it doesn't mean B is equal to C. Without taking B is equal to C also, this product may be equal. Okay. So, with B is equal to C, AB is equal to AC. It is correct only. But sometimes, if B is not equal to C also, AB is equal to AC. It is possible for the matrices. Okay. Next, very very important. If for suppose matrix multiplication is commutative, for suppose AB is equal to BA, okay, then if AB is equal to BA, that means why I gave if it is not true always. If AB is equal to BA, then first one is, so whenever if you go for A plus B whole square, so what it means? A plus B into A plus B. Okay, very well you know. This is nothing but A into A. Distributive property apply A square plus AB. Next, first you multiply these two. Next these two. Next, BA plus B square. If for suppose AB is not equal to BA, just this answer is A plus B whole square is A square plus AB plus BA plus B square. If AB is equal to BA, then instead of this one you can write AB plus AB 2AB, then it becomes to A square plus 2AB plus B square. See, whenever AB is equal to BA, all you know algebraic properties, algebraic identities in 8th class, all of the formulas, A plus B whole square, A minus B whole square, A square minus B square formulas we know. So how those are like that for the matrices also. Okay. Otherwise, if AB is not equal to BA, then algebraic properties how we have in 8th class. So in the matrices not like that. Okay. So that means first one is what here? A plus B whole square is equal to A square plus 2AB plus B square. Second one, A minus B whole square. All properties we can write, no problem. So what we have the properties in 8th class, all those are hold here. That means A plus B into A minus B is equal to A square minus B square. Next one, A plus B whole cube is equal to A cube plus B cube plus 3AB into A plus B. Or, so all properties, A cube minus that means A cube plus B cube is equal to A plus B into A square minus AB plus B square. Next, a cube minus b cube is equal to a minus b into what it is, a square plus ab plus b square. Like that, all formulas we can use here. Okay, same algebraic, if you know the regular formulas, same like you can use whenever ab is equal to ba. Otherwise we won't use this one. Okay, all formulas, a minus b whole cube, also a cube minus b cube minus 3ab into a minus b, like that. Okay. Next one. Next one, some important definitions. That means idempotent matrix. Okay, a square matrix A is said to be idempotent if A square is equal to, if you get same matrix again. Okay, next, involutory matrix. A square matrix A is said to be involutory if A square is equal to I. Okay, next one, nilpotent matrix. Nilpotent matrix of index n. If a power n is equal to O, where n is the least positive integer. Okay, where n, or otherwise where n belongs to n, then A is said to be a nilpotent matrix of index n. That means, for suppose whenever a cube is equal to null matrix, but a square not equal to 0 and a is not equal to 0 matrix, then it is the nilpotent matrix of index 3. And one thing you remember, whenever a cube is equal to O, obviously a power 4, a power 5, all those are equal to O only. But index is here 3. Remember. Next, periodic matrix. Okay, a matrix A is said to be periodic with the period k. Okay, if a power k plus 1 is equal to again a power k plus 1 is equal to a, then this matrix is called periodic matrix with period k, where k is where k belongs to natural number and where k is the least positive number. Here also where n is the, how you have like that, where n is the least positive integer, same like here k is the least positive integer. Okay, that means, for suppose if you have a square is equal to a, then how it will, you can write a power 1 plus 1. Maybe a cube is equal to a power 4 is equal to a, even though, so periodic, it is a periodic matrix with period 1 only. Don't write other number, big number you don't write. For suppose a power 5 is equal to a power 4 is not equal to a, and less numbers, a cube, a square, and okay, also not equal to a, then it is the periodic matrix with period 4. With period 4 we have to say. Clear? Next one, transposition of the matrix. Transpose. If you interchange the rows as columns, columns as rows, then that matrix is called the transpose of the matrix. Okay, let us take A is a matrix of order m by n. Then its transposition is denoted with A transpose, A power T or A dash. Okay, and this order is n by m. Reverse, m becomes to n, n becomes to m. That means rows becomes to columns, columns becomes to rows. So to transpose the matrix, it need not be a square matrix. Any matrix you can go for transposition. Okay, see properties of the transposition. Okay, properties of the transposition. First one, A transpose whole transpose is equal to A. Okay, next one, AB whole transpose is equal to B transpose into A transpose. Next one, A plus B whole transpose is equal to A transpose plus B transpose. All these we have to remember. Okay, next A minus B whole transpose is equal to A transpose minus B transpose. Next one is AB whole transpose is not equal to A transpose into B transpose. We have to remember. So reverse, it should be reverse. Okay. Similarly, ABC whole transpose is equal to C transpose, B transpose, A transpose, like that we have to write in reverse order. Okay. Next one. Some KA whole transpose is nothing but K into A transpose. Here K is any constant scalar. Okay, clear? So these are the properties of the transposition of a matrix. Very, very important. You have to remember. Clear? Next one, symmetric matrix. If A transpose is equal to A, if you are resulting again A, then that matrix is called the symmetric matrix. Next one, skew symmetric matrix. Okay, if A transpose is equal to minus A, then that matrix is called the skew symmetric matrix. Next, these two are the very, very important definitions, symmetric and skew symmetric matrices. So based on this one, we have some properties. So first property is, if any matrix we can write as the sum of the symmetric and skew symmetric matrix. Before that, you just remember A plus A transpose, you take any matrix, no problem, and take the transposition of that matrix and add those two, the resulting matrix becomes to always symmetric. Okay, next one, take any matrix, A minus A transpose is always skew symmetric. Just remember. Okay, and every matrix you can write as sum of the symmetric and skew symmetric matrices. See how you can write. Let us take A. See here, if a matrix, any matrix, if A is symmetric, okay, if A is symmetric matrix, then Ka, if you multiply a constant to that symmetric matrix, resulting also symmetric. Similarly, if A is a skew symmetric, then Ka also skew symmetric. See here, for every matrix, A plus A transpose is symmetric. So just multiply off 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 into A plus A transpose also symmetric, plus for skew symmetric 1 by 2 just multiply. So A minus A transpose. So this is a skew symmetric, this is a symmetric. Symmetric, skew symmetric. Okay, skew symmetric. See, this is offer. So take 2 LCM. What you have? A plus A transpose plus A minus A transpose. Plus A transpose minus A transpose cancel. A plus A 2A. 2A by 2A. So that is equal to A. So every matrix you can express as sum of the symmetric and skew symmetric matrices. Next one is, see, whenever if you go for A power n whole transpose based on transpositions, one more property here. A power n whole transpose is nothing but A transpose whole power n. Okay. Next one is, every if you take a symmetric matrix, if A is symmetric, then A power n is symmetric for all n belongs to n. That means if you take a symmetric matrix, then A square, A cube, A power 4, A power 5 up to A power infinite again gives a symmetric only. Next, if A is skew symmetric, if A is skew symmetric, then we have two conditions here. A power n is symmetric if n is even. If n is even, then A is symmetric. If A power n is here skew symmetric, if n is odd, that means if A is skew symmetric, A square, A power 4, A power 6, A power 8 with powers are even powers, so that is symmetric. If powers are odd, then it is skew symmetric. Next one is, let us take A comma B are two symmetric matrices, okay, then AB plus BA is symmetric, remember this formula, and AB minus BA is skew symmetric. If you remember these formulas, we can do MCET problems in a fraction of seconds. Otherwise, it takes time. If you waste your time, so you may lose your rank. Next, some standard results. See here some standard results. If you remember these results, we can do the MCET problems quickly based on these results. Not all problems. Okay. Whenever you got the problem based on this result, we can do it quickly. First one is, for suppose you take any diagonal matrix. Diagonal means we know very well. All principal diagonal elements are some elements, except all principal diagonal elements, all of them are zeros. Okay, let us take one 3 by 3 matrix. If you go for diagonal matrix, so this is the 3 by 3 diagonal matrix. Okay, except all principal diagonal elements, all are zeros. Okay. See, this is one of the principal diagonal elements. If it is the matrix A is equal to A 0 0 0 B 0 0 0 C, then A power n, that means A square, A cube, A power 4, A power 5, A power 6, whatever may be they given, that is nothing but A power n 0 0 0 B power n 0 0 0 C power n. Let us take A is equal to, if they given 1 2 3, sorry, 100, 020, 003 they given. He is asking to find out a power 2021. How to do this one? A power, that means here in the place of a, what is the number here? 1. If we take 2, if we take 3, just 1 power 2021, 2 power 2021, 3 power 2021. That is your answer. So if you don't know this formula, so it takes more time to complete the problem. Okay, it takes more than 3 hours. It is not easy. Okay, next one, second one. If a is equal to 0 1 1 0, it is not a identity matrix or a unit matrix, it is reverse. If 1 0 0 1, that is identity matrix I, so it is reverse. Then a power n is equal to I, that 2 by 2, because it is 2 by 2, it is also 2 by 2. So how it will be? 1 0 0 1 if n is even. Remember, for suppose if they given a is equal to 0 1 1 0, find the matrix a power 2022. So a power 2022, here n is 2022, so 2022 is even number, so that answer is I only. Otherwise yes, same matrix you get. Then n is odd. If n is odd, that means if they given a power 2021, so what is your answer? A only. No need to do the problem. So if you remember the concept as standard result, you can say the answer. Next one is third one. If a is equal to all entries are same number x, in the place of x, whatever may be they given, a is equal to 5 5 5 5. Find out a power n. Then a power n is equal to 2 power n minus 1x, 2 power n minus 1x, 2 power n minus 1x, 2 power n minus 1x. Otherwise, you can write in other words, this 2 power n minus 1 common factor for all this. So take outside x only. Clear? So that means 2 power n minus 1 into a only. Instead of x, they may give any number. Instead of n, they may give any number. Just to observe this formula. Okay. Next one. Next result is, if a is equal to sin theta, cos theta, if a is equal to cos theta, sin theta, minus sin theta, cos theta, then a power n is equal to cos n theta, sin n theta, minus sin n theta, cos n theta. What is the power here? Just the power multiplied to here angle. Okay. If I suppose a is equal to this one they given, if he is asking to find out a power 90. Okay. So that is nothing but cos 90 theta, sin 90 theta, minus sin 90 theta, cos 90 theta. Here 90 is not angle, any number. Okay. So next one, based on hyperbolic, same model. A is equal to cos theta, cos h theta, sin h theta, sin h theta, cos h theta, hyperbolic function. Then a power n is equal to same like cos h n theta, sin h n theta, sin h n theta, cos h n theta. Here the difference of these two standard results is nothing but here minus is there, here all are positives. That is the difference. If you remember these formulas, we can do based on these questions, we can do the problems easily. So based on these, they are asking at least one question. Okay. So maximum they are asking one question. Some years they are not asking, but most of the years, if you observe 10 years papers, so based on the standard results, they are asking at least one question. Okay. So next go to determinants. Next go to determinants. So if I suppose if you have 2 by 2 matrix A B C D, so determinant of A is denoted with like this, or det DETA. This is nothing but a cross multiplication AD minus BC. You know very well. Okay. For 3 by 3 matrix, before going to 3 by 3 matrix, you know how to find the minors and cofactors. So let us take A is equal to A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3, C1, C2, C3. So how to find minor of A2 is equal to, leave the row and column passing through A2. So the determinant of B1, B3, C1, C3 is nothing but a minor of A2. The same way, if you want to find out cofactor of A2, how to write? Same, just take the minor determinant of B1, B3, C1, C3. Along with it is, what is the position here? This is A11, A12, A13, second row, second column element. So we have to write -1 whole power 1 plus 1. Otherwise, the shortcut way I gave you for finding the cofactors only. So keep starting from plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus. So here it is what it is, A12 position 1 plus 2, that is nothing but here 1 plus 2. So 1 plus 2 is nothing but odd number, so minus you are getting. Okay, so minus of minus into minor. First, if you want to find out cofactor of C3, so cofactor of C3, how you get? Leave the round column passing through C3. So here, what is the sign for C3? Plus, plus into, leave the round column, what you have? A1, A2, B1, B2. Find out the determinant of this one. This is the cofactors. Next, how to do the determinant? The determinant of A. That A is nothing but for 3 by 3 matrix. So just I give the formula. Sum of the product of the elements of any row 2 with corresponding cofactors, okay, is called the determinant of A. Here in the sense, row in the sense, you can take row, any row or any column. Generally, cofactor matrix for A1, A2, A3, capital A1, capital A2, capital A3, capital B1, capital B2, capital B3, capital C1, capital C2, capital C3. Cofactors are denoted. So otherwise, if you write in general standard form, okay, standard form of the matrix A is nothing but A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. If you write like this, cofactor matrix, how you write cofactor of A? Cofactor matrix, how you write this one? Capital A11 or C11, any letter you can use, capital letters. A12, capital A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. Okay, see here, you take any row or any column. If you go for row 2 corresponding cofactors, multiply, that means A11 into capital A11 plus A12 plus capital A12, A12 into capital A12 plus A13 into capital A13. This is nothing but determinant of A. Or you want to take this column, so A12 into capital A12 plus A22 into capital A22 plus A32 into capital A32. This is also determinant of A. You just remember. Okay, this is the way to find out the determinant of A. You know how to do. So just this is the procedure. Next, properties of determinants. See here, first one, determinant of any identity matrix is always 1. Next, determinant of any zero matrix is always 0. Next, determinant of A transpose is equal to determinant of A. So what is the transposition of the matrix? If you take the transposition of the matrix, if you go for the determinant of transposition of the matrix, the resulting is nothing but determinant of the given matrix only. Okay. Next property is very important here. Yes. See here. in any matrix, if two rows or two columns are identical in the sense same, corresponding entry should be same, you know very well. So any rows are two rows or columns are identical, then that matrix, let us take the matrix is A, then determinant of that matrix is equal to 0. Okay. Next one, if you interchange two rows or two columns, interchange two rows or columns, if you interchange two rows or two columns, then the sign of the new determinant, okay, will be changed. That means for suppose the matrix, first matrix is let us take A. After interchanging, okay, if you interchange two rows or two columns, then the resulting matrix is you take B. Then determinant of A is equal to minus determinant of B. That means the difference is only the sign. Numericals are same, but sign will be different. That means whenever if you interchange two rows or two columns, then the sign of the determinant will be changed. Okay. Next one, next property is, if you have in any column or in any row, all entries consists of two terms. All entries consist of two terms. Then that determinant will be expressed as a sum of the two new determinants with the same order. For suppose if you have some determinant here, A1 plus A2, A3, A4. Next, B1 plus B2, B3, B4, C1 plus C2, C3, C4. So this one can be expressed as sum of two determinants. First column here A1, B1, C1 you have to write, and second column, third column as it is you should write, plus second column, the first column second entries. What are them here? A2, B2, C2, and the same second columns A3, B3, C3, and A4, B4, C4. Okay. So because of here 2, so it was expressed as two new determinants. So now I have one question here. So if in the any matrix, first column consists of 4 entries, second column consists of first column consists of 4 terms, second column consists of 3 terms, third column consists of 2 terms, then this one can be expressed as how many new determinants, sum of how many new determinants. So sum of determinants are nothing but how many sum of new determinants is nothing but 4 into 3 into 2. 4 3s are 12, 12 2s are 24 new determinants we can write. So for suppose first column has L elements, second column has, sorry, not in elements, L terms. Second column has N terms, third column has N terms. Then number of new determinants is nothing but L into M into N. Remember. Okay, very very important. Next question. Next property. If order of A is n by n, then determinant of Ka is equal to k power n into det A. Just remember, if order of A is n by n, then determinant of Ka is equal to k power n into det A. It is very very important. Next one is, if every entry of any row or any column multiplied by k, then the determinant of that matrix is equal to k times of the given matrix. For suppose given matrix is some A is equal to L M N X Y Z A B C. For suppose matrix B is nothing but that means how it will be after multiplying k to first column, first row R, KL KM KN X Y Z A B C. So how it will be after multiplying first row of this matrix A with K. Now this is B. Now B is nothing but you can write as K into A, you can write B is equal to Ka. That means the determinant of this matrix is nothing but K into determinant of the given matrix. This is the important point. Okay, whenever if you multiply any scalar to any row or column of, okay, if you multiply every element of any row or column, then the determinant of the new matrix is equal to k times of the given matrix. This is very very important property. Next one is determinant of, very very important, determinant of skew symmetric matrix of odd order is equal to 0. Even order is not equal to 0. Even order is a perfect square. Once you try it, determinant of skew symmetric matrix of odd order is equal to 0. Even order is equal to perfect square. Okay, next one. The determinant of any diagonal matrix, that means determinant of diagonal matrix or triangular matrix. You know how it will be, triangular matrix. So upper triangular matrix, lower triangular matrix. You know how it will be. So determinant of diagonal matrix. Diagonal means except principal diagonal, all entries are zeros. Okay, diagonal or triangular matrix is equal to product of the diagonal elements. So no need to expand the matrix for the determinant. For suppose A is equal to 2 3 4 0 0 0 5 6 7. It is the upper triangular matrix. For suppose you take. Okay. So this determinant is nothing but product of these three entries only. 2 into 3 into 4. Enough. Even triangle, that is diagonal matrix. So diagonal, how it will be? It is 0 0 0. Now it will be the diagonal matrix. So this is also 2 into 3 into 4 only. Very very important property. Next property is Next property is if elements of any row or column, if you add elements of any row or column to the k times of elements of, here elements means corresponding elements, how the correspondence we know, okay, k times of elements of any other row or column. If you take row, here also you should take row. If you take column, you should take column. Okay, elements of any other row or column. That means if you add elements of any row or column to the k times of elements of any other row or column, then determinant of new matrix is unaltered. First of all, first matrix is sum A is equal to A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3, C1, C2, C3. Okay, this is the matrix A. So if you go for determinant, in determinant we have to do this symbol. Okay, if you do this operation, what it will be? C1 implies C1 plus 3C3. So what is this matrix? It will be first column is going to change. So A1 plus 3A3, B1 plus 3B3, C1 plus CBC3, 3C3, and resulting remaining columns we should write as A2, B2, C2, A3, B3, C3. So it will be, it is the some different determinant, but here determinant of A is nothing but determinant of B. That is the very good property for us. Okay, this property is useful to while finding the determinants whenever we have the very big numbers, to reduce the first, if we have any big numbers here, first we have to reduce the numbers by using this property. Here you can take either plus or minus. Here addition in the sense, subtraction also we can do. Okay, this is one of the important property. Next property is determinant of AB is equal to determinant of A into determinant of B. Similarly, determinant of A into B into C is equal to determinant of A into determinant of B into determinant of C. See, whenever you have determinant of A power n, so A power n, they given in matrix A, and we have to find out the determinant of A power n. To finding A power n is very lengthy procedure. But if you use this property, what is the property? A power n, how can you write? A into up to n times. Okay, so how can you write this one? Determinant of A, B, C, we have det A into det B into det C. Similarly, you can write this is det A into det A into det A into up to n times. So that is nothing but det A into det A into det A up to n times. So product up to n times gives det A whole power n. So this is very important property in the determinants. Clear? So next I give some problems based on the linear equations, how to solve the linear equations. So with this video I add some more videos, 2 videos, mostly 2 or 3 videos you will get. So once you observe those videos and do the problems in our textbook. Okay, clear?